Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my finale for Project Pan 2020. We had some great accomplishments, some not so good ones over the past year, and I've learned a lot because this is my first time doing Project Pan. So before we get into all of, the accomplishments and this cycle that I went through the last time, let's make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so you can get notifications on when I upload, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know that you're liking the content, and follow me on Instagram. So I've learned a lot. I'm going to start off with that, what I've learned over the past year of doing Project Pan. And I realized kind of halfway through that I didn't really set like goals. I guess my mental goal was to like finish these products, but as I was going through the products that I chose out, and I realized that it wasn't always easy to finish them. I tried really hard, and I really did set my mind on finishing a lot of products. Just however, considering the nature of certain products, it was not possible. So now going into 2021, I have a better mindset on how I want to pan, or what I want to accomplish with each individual product. Definitely gonna have a more knowledge of that before, where I was just like, oh, I think I'll finish these, and given the size of my collection, it was not possible. And I'll get into the size of my collection and all of the inventory into another video, so that's just for another video. But for today is just the Project Pan and what I've accomplished. So I did finish, some things over the course of the year. I'll link my Project Pan playlist up here in case you haven't watched it. I try to keep the updates as fast as possible, just because sometimes there wasn't even an update, and other times I just completely forgot the product, and it is what it is. So I'm going to start with, okay, first, let's start with the fact that I'm not going to put any of these products into my 2021 Project Pan. At least the first 6 months, I think. I'm going to focus on a whole new batch of items. Second thing is, I'm going to start off with the products that I didn't finish, but they're going to be thrown away because they're just old, which I believe is just one product. I'm starting off with the Kat Von D KVD Lolita one. I bought it when it was Kat Von D, so anyways, this is the shade Lolita. It's just the regular lipstick, and I was not able to finish this as I thought. And then honestly, the smell changed on me, so I really didn't want to put this on my lips towards the end of the project, and I didn't feel comfortable wearing it. So this was definitely an item that I'm going to be tossing, and I'm done with it. It will no longer appear in any more other videos because it's not an empty. It's just something that needs to be decluttered because it is too old. Another item that I was actually very close to finishing, but I didn't quite get there, was the Tarte Shape Tape. And I'm okay with it because honestly, the majority of this product, I finished it. I don't feel like, you can still, there's still some. I just don't feel comfortable putting this on near my eyes anymore because it's been 3 years since I purchased this. So it's supposed to be for 6 months. It is definitely time to kick this out of my collection and just focus on the other products that I have in my collection. But I did give it a good run through. The last 6 months, I believe, is when it came into my Project Pan. And I've learned that I really don't like Shape Tape. It is too drying sometimes. It's kind of like a hit or miss for me. Sometimes it looks so beautiful, so perfect. And then there's other times where I'm like, oh my gosh, my under eye is that dry. And it was just a little bit too much, and I only used a little bit, and still I felt like it was too much for my under eyes. And then so I would not repurchase Shape Tape. I also would not, I might repurchase Lolita, but I might try to find a dupe for Lolita. But I do like the formula if it hasn't changed since it rebranded or whatever. Okay, the next products, everything else I'm going to keep in my collection for the time being. It's fine, it doesn't need to be thrown away. So let's start with primer. The primer, I did more progress. I really tried hard to finish this. I really thought I was going to finish this, but unforeseen circumstances arose, and I was just not able to focus on, I was not able to use makeup for about 2 weeks, so that's the reason for probably why I was not able to finish this out, because I was really focusing on this one primer, and it just didn't happen. I mean, you've seen the progress if you look through the, once I insert the clips, that I did actually make a lot of progress, because you can see how much this has gotten dipped into. So you'll see the progress on that. The next product is going to be foundation. The foundation, I really do enjoy this foundation. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation, and I really do enjoy this foundation. The only thing is that, so this was my goal halfway here. Hold on. Yeah, that was my goal, the little mark right there, if you can see it halfway. I obviously did not do it, and again, I probably could have done a little bit more progress, but you know, it's just, it is what it is, and I don't have that much left on there anyways, so I might not put it into the project, but we'll see. But it'll be something definitely that I'll declutter next year. It's just, yeah. It's just, the reason I didn't use it as much is just a foundation that I love to use like on the go. Like swipe a couple little marks on there and just blend it out and ready to go. And since I haven't really been going anywhere, especially to school, this is where I really used it. I just had no reason to pull it out, and I used my other foundations, which might take a little longer, but I wasn't going anywhere. I was just really filming, or you know, just doing something around the house, so I had time to do my makeup, and this is my like go-to quick foundation out the door. And yeah, which makes me really miss going out to school. Anyways, moving on to powder now. I finished up a powder. I finished the Kat Von D powder, and then I started on the Becca Set and Refresh powder, and this is the Hydro Mist powder, and I honestly have about half of it left. I can't really see what the marks maybe once you do the close-up, but yeah, considering where I started with this and where it is now, definitely have worked down. Definitely have finished some of it. I haven't finished all of it, but I have made significant progress. And the reason that I inserted this one versus an older product, because one, this is only for 6 months, considering other products that I have do last a little bit longer, because of the fact that this is like 50% water, and so it doesn't feel like, you can feel the difference as the older that it gets, this product, which is why I wanted to finish it as quickly as I could before it didn't have still that magical like cooling sensation, or that, you know, hyaluronic sensation. More than anything, cooling sensation. You feel like the cooling sensation when this goes on. But yeah, I didn't finish it like I wanted to. I probably could have, but I just, another missed opportunity there. There's a lot of missed opportunities here, unfortunately, but it is what it is. And like I said, things happen, and you know, I'll link the video where I explain where I've been and what's been going on, so that way you can kind of understand my project pan finale. It's kind of a little disappointing, but it is what it is, like I said. Okay, let's continue on with the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. I really thought I was going to make a dent in this. This is like, it would have been a dream to make a dent in this, but I used it very consistently, and still, you can barely see little like holes poked in there. But this has a lot of product for $5, and considering that this has been like my #1 highlight all year, and for it still to have this much highlight, I'm in awe. I'm like, wow, this has a lot of product. It's really worth your money, and it's one of my favorite highlights of my entire collection regardless. I love the way it looks, I love the way it goes on, and I'm just amazed at how much product it still has. So the next product that I actually made more progress on, even though you can't really see it, but is the Burt's Bees blush in this shade Toasted Cinnamon. And when I do the close-ups, you'll be able to see that some of the honeycombs have been like erased. That's the progress that I've made. But I mean, I decided to pull a more neutral blush versus the one that I had, because the one that I had put in originally was the ColourPop one, and I didn't really use it because I don't really like too much of a pink blush, and it wasn't appealing to me, it wasn't interesting me, so I just decided to declutter it, and I decided to put this one instead because it is more of a neutral blush, and it's one of my favorite blushes, and I really did use it. The moment that I put it into my project pan, it was used so consistently. It's just, even if I combined it with other blushes, but I definitely was consistently using this. It's just, it has a lot of product. Blushes are hard to pan, so I've heard. So, and then my arch nemesis in my project pan has been this e.l.f. Praline pencil. This will honestly probably go bad before I finish this. Like, all I've been able to make progress on is that little dent at the top. Other than that, it's literally still probably the same size as when I started it. I lost the paper halfway through, but I mean, you can see the dent slowly around the tip. But other than that, I just have not done any progress with it as I wanted to. But, you know, that gives me more motivation to not buy lip products. I don't need 1,000 lip products. I just need to be creative with how I do videos. I need to pull more creativity out, and I just need to use up what I have. Definitely big motivator for that, which is one of the things that I've learned, that I don't need every new thing that's out there. One way or another, it's in my collection. I probably just need to do a combination of things and I will find it. Okay, one thing that I did finish up was, I forgot to include I don't remember if I forgot to include the sprays last one or just this one, but I was able to finish it. There's only a little bit, but it sprays out like a spit almost. It's not really like a spray anymore. Yeah, it doesn't even spray. Very, very minimal. And let's just do it. There you go. That's definitely it. I finished it off now. It was spitting, which is why I stopped using it, and I'm not gonna have huge dots of like just friggin' liquid on my face and ruin my makeup, so I stopped using it. But as you saw, it only had like 4 sprays left, and I used it all up. So that is completely done now. It took me about halfway through the year to finish this, but this was honestly used to be one of my favorite sprays, and I honestly thought, like, if you don't purchase cruelty free, which I recommend you should, but if you don't, if you like the MAC Fix Plus, this is definitely a dupe for it in my opinion. I've had them for a while, and I was so happy because I actually finally found something that was very similar in the way that it let your makeup sink into your skin. The powders just melt together beautifully, and I really liked how this looked compared with this, and I really thought it was a dupe. I really think it's a dupe, but then of course this is no longer cruelty free, which is why I wanted to finish it. And there's a lot more setting sprays on the market now. Everyone has a setting spray, so to me, losing like this one or Max Fix Plus is not a big deal anymore, considering like there's so many more other brands that I like more now. And then moving on to the last item is the MAC Fix Plus, and this is the progress. This is the last line that I've done. So of course I did not get to finish it. I probably would have, but I just didn't get a chance to, and from now till probably the end of the year, maybe January, let's say January, I'll probably finish this up. So I might throw it into the project pan now. I'm taking my words back now, because I'm almost done with it, and I kind of just want it out of my collection. So I'm trying to get rid of all the products that are not cruelty free in my collection. So I might do that. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm still thinking about what items I'm going to include in my 2021 project pan. I've made a list. I've checked it twice, but I haven't finished it. Yeah, so this pretty much finishes the finale. I'm definitely going to approach the 2021 project pan with a different mindset. Definitely writing down the goals for each product, and you know, having a more clear plan on what I want to do with each product is definitely what I want to do, and I think that will make it more fun, like, you know, things like that. Oh no, see, I almost forgot to include one product. Oh goodness gracious. Okay, definitely the last product is going to be Waddles from ColourPop, and this one's definitely the one that I've made a lot of progress on. Granted, some of it fell off, but still I've been able to, and I probably will have to replace it within the next 6 months because I do feel like it's drying out, and I feel like that top right there is like hard pan. I don't know if you can see it, but definitely will replace in my collection. I love this. Like, this is such a perfect one and done shadow. Beautiful. It's like my top. It's my favorite. It's my favorite Super Shock shadow, to be honest. I love other ones, but this is definitely like my favorite Super Shock shadow. I wish it had more like this. That would be so, like the satiny type ones, but there's nothing like that compares to that. All right, guys. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so this pretty much concludes it now that I finished. That was the last product. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I can't wait to show you what I picked out for 2021 and what we're gonna do with that project. If you are panning projects, or if you have a project pan also, let me know down below so I can check it out. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.